Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to another episode of Premier League Predictions. This episode is season 2, episode 8, and this will be the final predictions before another international break. So that means another 2 weeks before the Premier League is back. So it's time for me to give my predictions for this weekend because today is Friday and games are coming in thick and fast. So we're already in game week 8 and there's 28 matches to go. So honestly, time flies, it really does fly. So games are coming in thick and fast, thick and fast. And the game of the weekend is this Sunday, which I'm thankful they put Arsenal Manchester City at 4:30 p.m. kickoff because that's the game of the weekend. 1 point separates them from second and first place. That's the game I'm looking forward to, and that will be the game alongside Brighton Liverpool on a Sunday, where I'll be doing a live watch along, and of course on Saturday I'll be doing Chelsea as well. So make sure you guys don't miss any of those. Tomorrow, Burnley versus Chelsea on Super Sunday, Brighton Liverpool, and Manchester City Arsenal versus Manchester City at the Emirates. So two really good games to watch. So if you guys haven't done so already, and if you don't want to miss any of those streams, especially the ones on Sunday, make sure you hit the subscribe button first if you haven't done so already. If you are new, then hit the bell notifications so that you never miss any of my streams or my videos such as this one. Make sure you click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and make sure you click the share button so that everyone can come along and give their predictions in the comments down below. And what you guys make of my predictions? Do you agree on all of them, or do you think that I see Arsenal winning, or live like Brighton winning? Just let me know, and I'll give you which is why I'm predicting those teams to win. So yeah, there we go. All right, so without further ado, let's start with the predictions. So the first one is a not a derby, but like a sort of like a London Luton derby, and it's Luton Town away to Tottenham Hotspur, and of course that game will be kicking off on a tomorrow at lunchtime, and that will be live on TNT Sports. So Luton Town, of course, their last game was the replay of the Burnley game, and they've lost. But before that, they got their first win, and that was away to Everton, which they beat them 2-1. So well done to Luton. But yeah, they couldn't manage to beat Burnley, which is 2-1. So yeah, Burnley even managed to get a win as well. So I feel like it's only Sheffield United that haven't got a win so far this season. Let me have a look at the table. Let me just have a look. I'm pretty sure that Sheffield United are the only team to not get a win. Let me have a look. Because Luton got 3 points and so did Burnley. Yeah, okay, Sheffield United and Bournemouth. I didn't know. I'm pretty sure Bournemouth got a win. Maybe I can't remember, but yeah, it's only Sheffield United and Bournemouth that haven't got a win so far. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, Luton Town got a win, and they're out of the relegation zone. For Burnley, they did get a win, but they're still in the relegation zone because Luton Town have got a better goal difference than Burnley, unfortunately. So there we go. And they're up against a really good Tottenham Hotspur team who them and Arsenal remain unbeaten and 1 point behind Manchester City. So there we go. So if Tottenham Hotspur win this game tomorrow, which I think they would, because Luton Town are just not good at home, you know, they haven't got a win so far this season, especially at home. If Tottenham win, they'll be above Manchester City, of course, for only for Saturday, yeah, because on Sunday things can change. Things can change. But yeah, Tottenham remain unbeaten. They only lost so far in all competitions, so the Carabao Cup, and now you say, but yeah, listen, Tottenham got a lucky win against Liverpool because they should have lost, yeah. And like I said, it's VAR was an absolute disgrace. It's not the VAR that haven't got a problem. It's the fact that people won in it. So to me, Spurs are very lucky to win because even down to 9 men, they had to rely on Matip here to score an own goal. Like that is absolutely embarrassing. So to me, the overall win was Liverpool. So I feel like for that one, Tottenham should have lost, and Liverpool should remain unbeaten. So, but yeah, it's Tottenham and Arsenal, the North London derby teams that will remain unbeaten. And yeah, they finally beat Liverpool in the Premier League, and yeah, they're looking to continue their unbeaten one. And I feel like going away to Luton Town ain't that easy. But listen, I think Tottenham will win this game. So yeah, and plus big teams tend to do well at lunchtime. The likes of Liverpool and Arsenal, So yeah, this is why I think Tottenham Hotspur will get the win. It's not going to be easy though. It really ain't. But I see Tottenham potentially winning this game. Do I think they'll keep a clean sheet though? Because they don't intend to do that. So I think Luton Town will win, but I think Luton Town will score, but I see Tottenham Hotspur winning this game. So for this game tomorrow, I'm gonna predict a 3-1 Spurs win against Luton Town. I think Morris will score for Luton Town. The goal scorers for Tottenham Hotspur is going to be Heung-min Son and twice, and also who else can score? Maybe Kulusevski. Yeah, those are going to be the only goal scorers for that game tomorrow. So yeah, if we want to Tottenham, they'll get another win, and if that happens, they will be top of the table, but fully on Saturday, because like I said on Sunday, the game between Arsenal and Manchester City could change. So but I know that many Tottenham Hotspur fans, if Tottenham wants to stay first place during the international break, they need to make sure that the Arsenal Manchester City game ends in a draw. Because if one of them win, they'll be above Tottenham. But if both of them draw, then Tottenham will remain top of the table, especially on the Ange Postecoglou. So yeah. But I think Tottenham will remain second during the international break. Depends on what happens on Sunday. But yeah, Tottenham Hotspur will get the win. It's a difficult place to go to, but listen, Tottenham did smash Burnley, Louis Poulter's side, and I think they also beat Sheffield United too. So I think they'll beat another Louis Poulter team, Luton Town. So yeah, if you want to Tottenham, it's going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow at lunchtime, and that game will be on TNT Sports if you're in the UK. So make sure you guys tune into that one. So yeah, if you want to Tottenham, it's going to be my prediction for that one. All right, so the next one is Burnley against Chelsea. Now, of course, I'm not going to talk about this too much because, like I said yesterday, I'll be talking about the injuries, the lineups, what do I expect. But yeah, Chelsea, I mean, their last game against Fulham, we managed to score 2 goals, which is more than we scored in the entire September, you know. And we scored 2 goals in like quick succession. Mudryk won the 90th minute, and then a couple of seconds later, for the mistake from Reed, Cole Palmer wins the ball, passes it to Borja, and then boom, it's 2-0. I thought to myself, this is the kind of performance, that I've been missing so far this season. Listen, I don't think Chelsea are bad. When it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net, that's what it cannot do. But listen, I'm going to give credit to Poch because, like I said, he put players in the right position. Conor Gallagher is the number 10, fantastic performance, keep that up. Enzo and Caicedo in the pivot, you can see that they've really done well. Back four, Kukurea is superb as right back, which I never seen before. Colwell, I was a bit surprised, but listen, he got the assist. He put some winning crosses into Mudryk, so he done well. Who else? Thiago Silva and Disaster worked their socks off. Every single player done really well. And I can't remember the last time I've ever said this, because I named some players who did good, but many other players that have done terrible. But overall, those players who started against Fulham was absolutely superb. Of course, Nicholas Jackson will be available for the Burnley game, so I think I'll only make one change. One change. Of course, Mudryk, I haven't heard the news about him. He's saying that he's being assessed, so let's fingers crossed that he doesn't get injured. If he does, then I'll only make maybe one or two, maybe two changes for the Burnley game. But I'll put Ian Matson as left winger and Nicholas Jackson up top. The rest of them just don't make a change, Stick to that formation like you did against Fulham, Because, and plus, Chelsea got a good win against Burnley, We beat them so many times. The last time we went to Turf Moor was 4-0. That was in March 2022, we managed to beat them Burnley 4-0, 4-0 every single time. So let's see if that's going to be. I don't think it will be the same thing, but yeah, listen. Burnley, difficult place to go to, but if we can put in that same performance as we did against Fulham, then I think we'll win this game. But if but let's hope that Pochettino sticks to that same formation. Do not make any changes. Maybe make one or two if Mudryk is not available. And since I don't want to put a manager Pochettino to be starting every single game, so yeah, even make one or two changes, but the rest of it still stick to that. Yeah, because I want every single player to do what they did against Burnley, which is put off the great performance, yeah? So do that. So yeah. But yeah, talking about my prediction for this game, now if we didn't beat Fulham, I would have gone for a draw. But since we got a good win against Burnley, I think we'll keep another clean sheet. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 Chelsea win. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea win. I wanted to go for 4-0, but I thought to myself, nah, it's not going to be the same thing. It's not going to be the same thing. But yeah, I'm going to go for 2-0 Chelsea. The goal scorers for me is going to be Nicholas Jackson, and let's hope Cole Palmer gets a goal. Let's hope he gets a goal because he has been a phenomenal and sensational player ever since signing from Manchester City. So yeah, let's hope he can score his first goal for Chelsea. But yeah, that's going to be my prediction. 2-0. We're going to keep another clean sheet. And I also went the stat here that says no team has kept more clean sheets in the Premier League this season than Robert Sanchez, who's played for Chelsea three. That is amazing, you know. And I never see that's impossible because I would have thought that Alisson will keep a clean sheet more than Robert Sanchez. The same thing goes for Alisson. But it's only Robert Sanchez got 3 clean sheets so far, which is amazing. So I think he'll keep another one. So yeah, 2-0 to Chelsea is going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow. So yeah, fingers crossed, same performance, one or two changes, but the rest of them do not make any change. Simple as that. But yeah, so 2-0 to Chelsea is going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow. All right, this one, boy oh boy, Everton against Bournemouth. Now, of course, Everton lost against Luton Town, and Bournemouth they lost against Arsenal. So, yeah, looking at the table right now, Everton are in 16th, and they're only 1 point behind Bournemouth. Now, this game, well, I don't know what to predict. I really don't know because both teams haven't made a great start to the season. Um, Of course, Bournemouth, if they win today, they'll be out of the relegation zone and Everton will be back in it. But if Everton win, they'll be like 3 points, sorry, 1 point behind Chelsea. So yeah, but listen, Everton doesn't look good at home. They don't look good. Their last win was against Brentford, and that was away from home. Sean Dyche is not getting a good record at Goodison Park anymore like he did last season. So yeah. Um Now I wanted to go for either Everton or Bournemouth win, but listen, these two teams haven't been doing great so far this season. So I think I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go for 1-1 because like I said, both teams haven't done good. So yeah, it's really tough to predict. Would it be 1-0 Everton or would it be 1-0 Bournemouth? So that's why I have to go for a draw on this one because, yeah, I mean, one of them could get relegated if they don't improve this season. One of them. Would it be Everton or would it be Bournemouth? We're going to have to wait and see. But yeah, surely it cannot be Everton. It surely can't. So yeah. But for this game, I'm going to go for a draw 1-1. I think Dominic Solanke will score for Bournemouth and Everton. I think Decoy will score for them. So yeah, 1-1 is going to be my prediction. Just can't see one of those teams winning at the moment. I just really can't. So yeah, I'm going to go for an Everton 1-1 draw against Bournemouth at Goodison Park tomorrow. So yeah, there we go. All right, another game. Fulham against Sheffield United. Now, of course, both teams have lost their game. Sheffield United um, Sheffield United are about to win. For Fulham, they've lost against Chelsea. What was Sheffield United's last fixture? Yeah, 2-0 to West Ham. So, yeah, the last 10 games, Sheffield United have conceded 10 goals. 10 goals. They've conceded 8 against Newcastle and 2 against West Ham United. And they didn't even score. So, yeah, look at that. Sheffield United have the worst goal difference so far. Only scored 5 and conceded 19. That is worse than any other team. So, I feel like for me, like I said, if I don't see improvement for Sheffield United, when it's Christmas, I'm going to change my predictions, and I'll probably put Sheffield United rock bottom because they still without to win, and the same thing goes for Bournemouth. So, yeah, I feel like yeah, this not looking good for Sheffield United. So for Fulham, they should bounce back because, of course, they didn't because they've lost in the West London derby against Chelsea, and they know that Sheffield United aren't that great. So for this game tomorrow, um, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Fulham win because the previous club, London club, West Ham beat them 2-0 at home at the London Stadium. And I think Fulham will do the same thing. So I'm going to go for Fulham win of 2-0. If Sheffield United win, then boy, this could be a well shot for Fulham because their aim this season is to improve on what they did last season, but they haven't done so far. And they're only the same points as Chelsea. So yeah, there we go. So for this game tomorrow, I'm going to go. Surely Fulham cannot lose this game. They simply cannot. So I'm going to go for Fulham win of 2-0. The goal scorers for me is going to be Bobby Dick over Wade and hopefully Wow Jimenez to score for that one tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to go for Fulham win of 2-0 against Sheffield United. And yeah, surely Fulham cannot lose this game. They really can't. So yeah, Fulham 2-0 win is going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow afternoon at Craven Cottage. So yeah, there we go. All right, moving on into Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. Now, of course, Manchester United have this is their worst season ever in the history since 1978. No, 30. No, they said 34 years ago. I Let me have a look. Let me calculate this. Sorry, in 30. So in 1989. Sorry. So yeah, Manchester United are in 10th place. They're on 9 points, 5 points above the relegation zone, and they played 10 games. Yeah, so far this season, they've lost six of them. Yeah, six of them. You know that is mad. That is mad. And look at that. You know, Man United, four defeats, yeah, in the Premier League and two defeats in the Champions League. That's the worst ever. If you look at the table, they're 10th. In the Champions League group stages, they're rock bottom. So I'm telling you, Eric Ten Hag is under some serious pressure right now. Under some serious pressure because Manchester United, their aim this season is to improve. I'm not saying like win the title, but improve, especially away from home, because teams is going to Old Trafford and beat and winning. That's what they didn't do last season. The likes of Barcelona, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, all of these teams, yeah, their, their, Old Trafford last season was a fortress, but now it's not looking like it because 3 times in a row they've lost at Old Trafford. Brighton, Crystal Palace, and Galatasaray. Teams are going to Old Trafford and making it easy. Make it look easy to beat Manchester United instead of making it difficult. So yeah, so Manchester United right now are terrible. I feel like they're worse than Chelsea because the reason why Chelsea are not great this season is because we look good when it comes to attempts. We look shocking. And look at that. Manchester United have a worse goal difference than Chelsea. Our goal difference is 1, but for them is -4. -4. And guess what? Onana is looking worse, or maybe the same thing as David De Gea, because he's making mistakes after mistakes after mistakes and leads them to errors. And you know what? I'm so glad, yeah, that we didn't sign Andrew Onana. I am so glad because let me tell you something, yeah. Robert Sanchez makes mistakes, but they doesn't lead to error. It's our defense that lead to mistakes. Yeah. Yes, Robert Sanchez passes it badly, but listen, at least he makes up for it. At least he makes up for it and trusts his defenders to get there. So this one, Manchester United are a bit worse than Chelsea. They're a bit worse. Imagine, yeah, if Manchester United don't win this game, we'll be above them for the first time this season. So that'll be pretty embarrassing. And I heard so many Manchester United friends, the likes of Kaz and Flex as well, saying that he's got one more chance to save himself. Otherwise, they want him gone. They want him gone. But the thing is that sacking Eric Ten Hag won't get you anywhere because who's going to be available? Because who's going to take you to the next level? Because when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked, um, they had Eric Ten Hag. He started off well, but on this, yeah, when they appointed Jose Mourinho, he started off good, but then put them in second place, but then all of a sudden went downhill. The same goes for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah? During COVID, did them well, got them in second place. But after that, it all came down. Eric Ten Hag put them in third place, yeah, last season, won a trophy. Guess what happened? Now he's falling down. So it looks like Manchester United are starting to become like Chelsea. How and fiery, how and fiery. The thing is that give Eric Ten Hag time, yeah. If Manchester United being a relegation zone, then I do understand that. But listen, it's way too early for saying Eric Ten Hag out. I do understand what Manchester United trying to say, but listen, Eric Ten Hag needs time. He really needs time, just like Pochettino. And that's why these two need to be given time because I've heard the question, who's going to get sacked first? Pochettino or Eric Ten Hag? Who's going to finish above each other, Chelsea or Manchester United? So this is where managers need time. Because look at Pep Guardiola. In his first season, he got them in third place. I didn't win anything, but they gave them time. And look what happened. Yeah, look what Pep Guardiola made them to become. Manchester City, the best team in England. Jurgen Klopp in his first season, got them in sixth place. Didn't win anything, but guess what happened? They stick by him. They've won the Champions League. They won the Premier League. Got them in the title race. So this is where managers need time. They need time. So to me, if they sack Eric Ten Hag, then I feel like they will improve again, but it's going to be a drop off once again. So this is where Eric Ten Hag needs time. He needs time. So yeah, but for this game, Brentford, I mean, they're not in a good position at the moment. They're in 14th, and yeah, they're not looking better than they was last season. So yeah, now of course I want to go for Manchester United win, but listen, I could potentially see Brentford winning or perhaps being a draw, but surely Manchester United cannot lose this game. They really can't. They really can't. Um, but yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I might go for Brentford to win. I can see Manchester United losing another game at home. I can potentially see that happen. That's going to be 4 times in a row because I feel like they will have more chances, but I think Brentford will frustrate them. So for this game tomorrow, I'm sorry to say this, Manchester United fans, but I can see you guys losing this game. So I'm going to go for a Brentford win of 1-0 because I don't know when Manchester United are going to improve. I'm really not quite sure. But listen, deep down, I don't think they'll. I think Manchester United will win, but to be honest with you, Crystal Palace went there and win. Like many teams are going to Old Trafford and make it look easy for Manchester United. So and plus, I want Brentford to win because I want Chelsea to be above Manchester United. I really do. So there we go. So yeah, but for me, I want to go for a draw or Manchester United win. But to be honest with you, Brentford. Listen, I feel like they will shut Man United like they did last season. So, yeah, Old Trafford is not looking like a fortress anymore. So I see another loss at Old Trafford. I'm not going to go for 1-0 Brentford because I predicted Man United to beat Crystal Palace, but that didn't happen. So I'm going to go for Brentford of 1-0. So, yeah, Brentford, they'll beat Manchester United at Old Trafford for the first time in their history, and they'll also keep another clean sheet just like Crystal Palace did. So, there we go. I don't think Brentford will be good, but I think they'll shock Manchester United just like Crystal Palace did last weekend. So there we go. So yeah, unfortunately, Manchester United, I think you'll lose against Brentford at Old Trafford. I'm not going to go for 1-0. It's as simple as that. So yeah, 1-0 to Manchester United is going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow. All right, moving on to the 5:30 p.m. kickoff, and it's Crystal Palace against Nottingham Forest. Now, of course, Crystal Palace, I think Crystal Palace won their last game. Oh, let me just have a look. Crystal Palace. What was their last fixture? Yeah, they beat Manchester United. Yeah, at Old Trafford. So, and they're above them as well. Whereas for Nottingham Forest, they drew against Burnley. No, they drew against who was it? Who was it? They drew against Brentford. So yeah, so Crystal Palace are looking to get another win, getting back-to-back wins for the first time this season under Roy Hodge. Whereas for Nottingham Forest, they're looking to bounce back after that draw against Brentford. So for this game, it's at Selhurst Park. It's a difficult place to go to because Crystal Palace's last home game was against. Let me just have a look. Crystal Palace's last home game, they drew against Fulham. But for this game, I feel like they will be confident facing Nottingham Forest since they're above them and say they got a big win against Manchester United. So yeah, this game tomorrow, on the Saturday night, I'm gonna go for a Crystal Palace win of 2-1 because I think Nottingham Forest will score, but I think Crystal Palace will get that win. Well, actually, no. Let me go for two. I wanted to go for 3-1, but I thought to myself, nah. Let me just stick to my let me stick to my first prediction. So yeah, 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you who the goals will be for the Brentford one. I think Wisa will score for Brentford, and that'll be it. For Nottingham Forest, I see Callum Hudson-Odoi scoring. For Crystal Palace, I think it's going to be also Edward, and that will be it. I think he might be scored. I think he'll score twice. So yeah, Crystal Palace is going to be 2-1 to them against Nottingham Forest at Selhurst Park, and yeah, they're looking to back-to-back wins. I like to say I read a stat here that says Roy Hodgson, yeah, is the first manager to ever go to Old Trafford and not get a defeat 5 times in a row. That is amazing. So Roy Hodgson, fair play. Well done, because he's the only manager to get that can go to Old Trafford 5 times in a row and don't get beat. So that's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. So Roy Hodgson's doing a fantastic job here, going to Old Trafford and not get beaten. So yeah, because that win against Manchester United. So there we go. So yeah, Crystal Palace, they're going to get to win after that huge win against Man United. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win against Nottingham Forest on Saturday night. So there we go. Right, moving on into Sunday's game, Super Sunday. Now, Brighton against Liverpool will be the only game on a 2 p.m. Where will be featured live on Sky Sports. So make sure you guys tune into that one. And like I said, I will be covering that game on my YouTube channel and also the Arsenal vs Manchester City, which I'll get to in just a minute. But yeah, Brighton against Liverpool. Now, Brighton yesterday they drew 2-2 against Olympique Marseille after going 2-0 down. So it's another game without to win for Brighton. And for their last Premier League game, they got destroyed, yeah, by Aston Villa, 6-1, which I didn't expect that to happen. So yeah, Brighton for the last couple of games haven't been looking good under Robert De Zerbi. For Liverpool, they managed to pick that yesterday. They picked up that 2-0 win against Union SG at Anfield, but their last game they lost against Tottenham, which I think Liverpool should have won if VAR done this job properly. So yeah, so I think Liverpool will be disappointed to lose to the Premier League for the first time. But listen, they will bounce back. They'll bounce back because they know that last season they've lost 1-0 to them in the FA Cup and in the Premier League. So they're looking to bounce back. For Brighton, the same thing too. They're looking to get to win so far because their last win was against. Let me just have a look. Their last win was against Bournemouth, which was about 2 weeks ago. So yeah. Now, of course, now for this game, I think it's going to be. I don't think Liverpool are going to get a convincing to win. I think they will get a slightly. Yeah, I think they will slightly get the 3 points because, like I said, they improved last season. If you and looking at the table, they're in fourth place. They're only 2 points behind Manchester City. So yeah, they're looking to bounce back. And so yeah, so for this game. I think Brighton will score, but I think Liverpool will get revenge. They will get revenge. So for this game tomorrow, on Sunday, I'm going to go for a Liverpool 2-1 win against Brighton. And the Brighton goal scorer for me is going to be João Pedro. For Liverpool, I'm going to go for Darwin Núñez and Mo Salah to score. So those are going to be the goal scorers for that game on Sunday. That's going to be a really good game to watch, and I'm so glad it's going to be on Sky Sports. And I'm definitely going to be doing that game on my YouTube channel live, so make sure you guys tune into that one. So yeah, Brighton against Liverpool. I'm going to go for a Liverpool win of 2-1 because Liverpool still look good despite losing against Tottenham. For Brighton, the last couple of games haven't been looking that great. So yeah, so for this game, I'm gonna go for 2-1 Liverpool win. If Brighton beat Liverpool, then boy, that will be Liverpool's second loss in a row in the Premier League, which that's never happened. So yeah, Liverpool will bounce back, and I think they're gonna get that 2-1 win against Brighton. So there we go. So yeah, 2-1 Liverpool is gonna be my prediction for that game. All right, we move on into another really good game, and that is West Ham United against sorry, yeah, sorry, my message just popped up. Yeah, West Ham United against Newcastle United. Now, of course, both teams have done one in Europe. West Ham beating at Freiburg 2-1 away from home for Newcastle. That 4-1 fantastic win against PSG. So both teams are looking good. For this game, it's so difficult to predict because West Ham United, I think they've won, both teams won their game. You know, Newcastle beating what was their new? I think they beat Burnley. Yeah, they beat Burnley 2-0, and West Ham beat Sheffield United 2-0. So yeah, both teams kept a clean sheet at home. It's so difficult to predict, man. It really, really is. Um, this game is at London Stadium. But I feel like Newcastle will get another win because that huge win against PSG, I was shocked. I was really shocked because I thought they had no chance, but they just put PSG in a spliff. Now I'm not saying they're going to put West Ham United in a spliff, but I feel like they'll get another win because that's what happened. You know, West Ham were 1-0 up, but Newcastle scored two goals, especially late last season to get that win. And I feel like it's going to be the exact same thing. So it's going to be a tight game, but I think I'm going to go for Newcastle United just to slightly to get the 3 points. I'm going to go 2-1 for them. With the goal scorers for that one, West Ham United, I think Mikel Antonio will score. For Newcastle United, the goal scorers for me is going to be Dan Burn and who else? Mikel Armawon. So those are going to be the goal scorers for that game tomorrow on Sunday at 2 p.m. kickoff at the London Stadium. That game, unfortunately, will not be on TV, but yeah, you can watch this game online. So yeah, 2-1 to Newcastle United. It's going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow at the London Stadium in East London. So there we go. Right, the next one is Wolves versus Aston Villa. Now, of course, Wolves got that massive 2-1 win against Manchester City. Sorry, don't know why my phone is doing that. Yeah, Wolves got that 2-1 win against Manchester City, and for Aston Villa, they put six past Brighton. So yeah, so these two teams, and guess what? This is a West Midlands derby because Wolves is in West Midlands and Aston Villa is in West Midlands as well in Birmingham. So this is a West Midlands derby. So looking forward to that one. Now, of course, um, Aston Villa. What was their last away game? Let me just have a look. Um, Aston Villa's last away game in the Premier League. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, they beat Chelsea 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. For this game, oh, it's so difficult to predict, you know. It really, really is because Wolves are looking to make it back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Um, for Aston Villa, they just managed to beat that team that I can't pronounce 1-0 yesterday. Oh, it's so hard to predict. It really, really is. The thing is that could Wolves did what they did against Manchester City and beat Villa? Oh, it's so difficult. It really, really is. But yeah, it's like Molineux. So, so let's see if Wolves can get another win. So for this game on Sunday, I'm also going to go for 2-1. There's so many 2-1s, you know, so far on Sunday. And I feel like I'm going to predict another 2-1, and that will be the last one in just a moment. But yeah, I think Wolves will win because they got that huge win against Manchester City and looking to do the same thing for Aston Villa, who are they're on form. So yeah, really good game. West Midlands derby, and I'm gonna go for Wolves 2-1 win. The goal score is gonna be for Wolves Pedro Neto, and I forgot the other one, Wanky Chan. For Aston Villa, the only goal scorer for them is gonna be Ollie Watkins. So yeah, the West Midlands derby, I'm gonna go for a Wolverhampton Wanderers win, 2-1 against Aston Villa at Monaco on a Sunday at 2 p.m. kickoff. So there we go. And finally, last and not least, is the big one, the game of the weekend. Arsenal versus Manchester City at the Emirates Stadium on 4:30 p.m. kickoff, and that will be the game that I'll be also doing on my YouTube channel. So Brighton, Liverpool, and also Manchester City are the two games that I'll be covering on my YouTube channel on the Super Sunday, and of course Chelsea as well. So those are the three streams that I'm going to be doing. So make sure you guys check that out. But yes, the big one, Arsenal versus Manchester City. Now, of course, Arsenal won 4-0 against Bournemouth. For Manchester City, they lost against Wolves. And they're without Rodri this time because he got sent on against Nottingham Forest. So he didn't play against Newcastle, which they've lost. He didn't play against Wolves, which they've lost. Now, the big question is, could Arsenal finally, yeah, beat Manchester City in the Premier League? Now, let me just give you the stats here. Wow, look at that. And I'm going to give you this stat here that says Arsenal, the last time they've won City in the Premier League was in January 2015. 2015? Wow. That is close to like 9 years, or maybe it's 8 years, but it's close to 9 years now. So Arsenal, man, over the last 8 years, they have not beat Manchester City. Every time they face each other, Manchester City beat Arsenal both home and away. So listen, Manchester City are without Rodri. Now, the big question is, can Arsenal do what Newcastle did, what Wolves did, and yeah, can they do what Wolves did and what Newcastle did? That is the big question. Now, of course, they're without potentially Bukayo Saka, but maybe Gabriel Martinelli, and that will be it. So, but listen, Arsenal and Mikel Arteta need to get this right. He needs to pick pace in the right position. Now, of course, I heard many Arsenal fans who are my friends saying the front three should be Eddie Nketiah on the left, Jesus on the right, and Kai Havertz up top. Now, of course, that would be very interesting. And to be honest with you, I have to agree because when I watched the Community Shield, I thought Kai Havertz looked really good when he plays up top. So the thing is, can he do that again? Can he do that again? Of course, Arsenal did beat Manchester City at the Community Stadium, but they had to rely on penalties. So in the Premier League, though, January 2015 was the last time they ever beat Manchester City. So yeah, can they break that curse? Could they break that? So yeah, it's so difficult to predict. But listen, I don't know what to predict. I really don't know. It's so tough, so tough. If Manchester City, if Rodri was still playing, then I would have gone for Manchester City win. But the fact that without them, Manchester City don't look like the same. I feel like this is it. I feel like this is it. I'm gonna go for an Arsenal win. I don't think both teams will keep a clean sheet, but I'm gonna go for an Arsenal win. I'm gonna go for another 2-1. So many 2-1s, so many. But I'm gonna go for an Arsenal win of 2-1. I feel like this is it. This is their time to shine. This is the time, yeah. If they want to win the Premier League, they need to beat Manchester City either home or away. Well, I don't think they'll beat them at the Etihad, but at home they need to do it because if they want to win the title, they need to beat Manchester City. They need to show the world that Arsenal are not a joke team. Yeah, our aim here is to win the Premier League and go far in the Champions League and also do well in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Yeah, that's their aim. And if Mikel Arteta doesn't do that, then he's not the right man for the job. So listen, Arsenal fans, it's gonna be happy for this, but listen, without Rodri, yeah, you have to do what Newcastle and Wolves did. Yeah, because I would have thought that Manchester City would have beaten Newcastle, but that didn't happen. I would have thought that Manchester City would beat Wolves, didn't happen. So this time, yeah, this time Arsenal, we have to win since Rodri's not in that team and Kevin De Bruyne as well. This is your time. This is your time to shine. The players and the managers, and maybe the fans too, but the players and the managers, you need to shine because imagine, yeah, if Tottenham are the only team, yeah, in the Premier League to be unbeaten. Only team. Boy, oh boy. So Arsenal, if they want to be in the title race, they need to win. They need to win. And I feel like they will do it. If Manchester City win, then boy, Arsenal, they're not serious. They're not. But listen, I feel like without Rodri, Manchester City don't look the same. And even the Leipzig game, yeah, in the first half, dominated possession, had so many attempts, but only two on target. Yeah, and only scored the goal. Yeah, RB Leipzig equalised. Yeah, third, 4 minutes into that game to make it 1-1. Man City had better chances. The only reason why they've won is because the substitutes, the likes of Doku and Alvarez, that made the difference. Yeah, if Pep Guardiola didn't do that, Man City would never win that game. So to me, Manchester City, let's see how the defense cope with Foden, Erling Haaland, Jack Grealish. Let's see how they do. But for me, Arsenal will get that win. Will get that win if Mikel Arteta does this right. Yeah, if he gets this one wrong, then boy, he's got a lot to question. He has some serious questions to do. But to me, Arsenal will get that win. I'm gonna go for 2-1 against Manchester City. So that is gonna be my prediction for that game on Super Sunday. Looking forward to that one. All right, so that is all my Premier predictions. Let me go through them one more time. So tomorrow, I've gone for a Tottenham Hotspur win against Luton Town at Kenneth Road, just up the M1 from London. The next one, I've gone for a 3-0 Chelsea win against Burnley at Turf Moor. Then I go for 1-1 draw between the Toffees and the Cherries at Goodison Park. Then I've gone for the Cottages 2-0 win against the Blaze at Craven Cottage. Then I've gone for a Bees 1-0 shock win against the Red Devils at Old Trafford. Then I've gone for the Eagles 2-1 win against Forest at Selhurst Park on a Saturday night football. Then on Super Sunday, I've gone for the Seagulls. I've gone for the West 2-1 win against the Seagulls at the Amex Stadium. Then I've gone for a 2-1 win against the Hammers at the London Stadium. Then I've gone for Wolves 2-1 win against the Villas. And finally, I've gone for a 2-1 Gunners win against the Citizens on a Super Sunday at the Emirates Stadium on a 4:30 p.m. kick off. And that is all my Premier predictions. And so I'd like to thank every single one of you that have watched this video. And I want to say thank you to the people that subscribed yesterday. Every time I go live, I always see new spaces, new people, and some people subscribed and liked. So thank you so much for those of you that have subscribed and liked every single time I do a video or I go live. So you guys are an absolute best. 210. That is amazing. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you keep on subscribing if you're new. If you haven't done so already, keep on liking these videos, keep on hitting the bell notifications, and keep on hitting that share button so that every single one of you can go in the comments below and give your predictions as well. So make sure you guys do those for me. That would be great. Don't forget there's going to be a match preview for the Burnley Chelsea game later on today. So that will be my second video. This is my first one. And on Saturday, I'll be doing a live watch along and match reaction for the Burnley Chelsea game. Then on Sunday, like I said, I'll be doing two double watch alongs for the Premier League. Brighton Liverpool and also Manchester City. Those are really, really good games, and those games will be also live on Sky Sports as well. So make sure you guys don't miss any of those. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. As always, look after yourself, take care, goodbye, God bless, and I'll catch you guys again very, very soon. In a bit, people. Peace. Big up yourselves.